Let's talk about Microsoft new employee compensation. If you recently accept an offer from Microsoft, first off, congratulations. This video is really designed for you and to give you a better understanding of how your compensation is structured. There's a couple different ways you're compensated as an employee at Microsoft. There's the base salary, pretty straightforward. There's annual cash bonuses. There's the potential for a on-hire cash bonus. And then we need to dive into stock awards, which are made up of typically an on-hire stock award and then annual stock awards that you receive over time. So let's go ahead and dive into each one of these forms of compensation. The first being your base salary. The base salary is pretty darn straightforward. That's paid out to you twice a month. You may have also received an on-hire cash bonus. That cash bonus would be paid out to you, call it within the first 30 days of employment. There's also annual cash bonuses that are paid out to you in September of each year, and these range between 0 and 40% of your eligible salary. So it may be the case in the first year of employment, if you were hired earlier in the year, let's call it January, that you may receive an on-hire cash bonus and then also be eligible for a cash bonus come September. On top of your salary and cash bonuses, you also receive stock awards. So you may receive an on-hire stock award, and these typically vest 25% each year. And so you would then receive 25% of this stock award on your 1-year work anniversary, and then another 25% 1 year after that point. This would last over the course of 4 years. Each August, you are also eligible to receive new stock awards, and these stock awards vest over 5 years, 20% per year, and that's on a quarterly basis. So if you receive a stock award in August, your first vest will be in November, your second will be in February, the third will be in May, and then the fourth would then be 1 year from the award date that following August. And so each and every year in August, you can receive these new stock awards, and what we'll begin to see is almost a waterfall effect where you have multiple stock awards vesting over the course of 5 years, and they start to stack up on top of each other. So now let's look at an example with some numbers. We're going to keep a couple things constant throughout this example. The first being your base salary. For example, if you have a base salary of $195,000, we're going to see this over years 1 through 6. You very well might get annual merit increases, but again, just for simplicity here, we're going to keep your base salary the same. We're also going to have an annual cash bonus of about 20% each year, so that would be $39,000. And again, for this example, we're going to keep that constant throughout years 1 through 6 as well. On top of your cash compensation, we have these stock awards. In year 1, if you receive a stock award in August, you would only have one quarterly vest, and that would be in November. For this example, we have $100,000 being awarded each August. However, you only receive 20% of that each year, and again, that does vest quarterly. And so what we'll begin to see if we look out to years 5 and 6 is, again, how these stock awards really start to waterfall on top of each other. The amount of stock award compensation you're receiving in year 5 or 6 is drastically higher than it is in year 1 or 2. And again, that's because we have these stock awards layering on top of each other. The next thing that we want to point out here is the on-hire cash bonus in year 1, which really makes up for a lot of your compensation so that it does level out over the course of years 1 through 6. It stays pretty darn constant. So in this example, we have an on-hire cash bonus of $100,000. And what we'll see is, again, how that raises your compensation and makes up for the lack of stock awards. The one stock award that we have yet to touch on is the on-hire stock award. In this example, we have a $300,000 on-hire stock award, and that's going to be paid out over 4 years, and that is on an annual vest basis. So you will not receive that annual vest from the on-hire stock award again until the beginning of your year 2 employment. And so we can see how in year 2, 3, 4, and 5, the on-hire stock award is still a large portion of your overall compensation, and we then see that fall off in year 6. However, the reason your compensation still stays pretty constant is by year 6, all of your stock awards, your annual stock awards that are vesting, have now layered on top of each other. Well, I hope you found this information useful. If you did just accept an offer at Microsoft, again, congratulations. Feel free to add myself, Nick Wright, on LinkedIn. You can also follow Avier Wealth Advisors. We do have a Microsoft resource page that goes over your 401k benefits, the Mega Backdoor Roth with in-plan conversion. We also have videos on stock awards, on brokerage link, on deferred compensation for those of you who are level 67 or above. So please feel free to reach out, use this as a resource, and we look forward to having a conversation with you here soon. Thanks.